We often encounter individuals who effortlessly attract attention and admiration. Have you ever wondered what special source they have that you might already possess? Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the principles of Stoicism to uncover the traits that can turn you into a magnet for positive attention and genuine admiration. We all know someone who just draws people in. They're like a magnet. When you talk with them, you end up feeling inspired and better about everything. These folks are often admired and respected by everyone around them. And guess what? You might have some of that magic in you too. For some people, being charming is easy. For others, it might take a bit of work, but understanding the traits that make you likable can really change how you connect with people and improve your life. Even if you're not the type who turns heads, when you walk in the room, being captivating isn't all about looks. It's about how you make people feel. Someone who's truly captivating can brighten up any room, make new friends without trying, and add warmth to any conversation. So if you're ready to find out how to be that person and start making everyone around you light up, stick around. And remember, if you find our content helpful and inspiring, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss any insightful video. We love hearing from you. So please leave a comment below, sharing your thoughts or experiences related to today's topic. Now let's begin. Number 1. Self-confident people who are charismatic possess a powerful sense of self-assurance. Understanding one's own intrinsic value and maintaining inner strength is a key part of Stoicism. These people don't need outside approval to feel good about themselves. Instead, they know that their worth is not based on other people's opinions. This way of thinking lets them deal with criticism, scrutiny, and even hateful comments without letting it affect their self-esteem. For example, if you get negative feedback on a project you worked hard on, instead of feeling bad or doubting your skills, you accept the feedback, think about how it can help you improve, and use it to stay confident in your work. This is what it means to be self-confident, knowing your worth and not letting outside factors shake your confidence. People with magnetic personalities know how valuable they are and don't waste time or energy on people who don't see it too. In a relationship, this means not needing constant approval from your partner, but being sure of who you are and what you bring to the relationship. For these people, this inner strength makes you more attractive because it shows that you are independent and sure of yourself. Rejection and loss are not seen as bad things, but as steps that must be taken to reach success. One of the main ideas of Stoicism is to see problems as chances to grow. When you have a setback, instead of feeling defeated, you see it as a chance to learn and get stronger. 2. Stay positive. Being positive doesn't mean ignoring problems or acting like everything is fine. It means finding the good in even the worst situations. If you're having a bad day at work, a stoic person would acknowledge how hard things are, but focus on what they can learn from them. They might say, "This is hard, but it's teaching me to be strong and patient." This way of thinking not only helps you deal with things better, but it also inspires those around you. When people see you facing problems with a positive attitude, they are naturally drawn to your strength and perspective. Telling your friend things like, "You'll get over it," or "There are plenty of fish in the sea," won't help them when they're going through a breakup. Someone who is magnetic might say, "I know this is really hard for you. Breakups are tough, but maybe this is a chance to learn more about what makes you happy." To show empathy and optimism without ignoring their feelings, this response gently guides them to see a possible positive outcome in Stoicism. In Latin, amor fati means loving one's fate. This means accepting everything that happens, good or bad, because everything is an opportunity for growth. By living by this principle, you become a beacon of hope and strength. People are drawn to people who can face hardship with grace and find meaning in every experience. It's this unwavering optimism rooted in reality that makes you truly magnetic. So how can you use this in your daily life? Start by practicing gratitude every day. Take a moment to think about what you are thankful for, even if it's something small. Just by doing this one easy thing, you can change your focus from what you don't have to what you do have. The problems. Think about what you can learn from this and how it can make you better. This Stoic way of thinking not only helps you grow, but it also gives off a positive vibe that draws people to you. Remember, it's not about ignoring the glass or how full it is. It's about appreciating the quality of what's in it. ISM is based on Stoic principles. When you have a positive attitude that is rooted in truth and empathy, you become a magnetic force that inspires and uplifts those around you. People naturally want to be around you. 3. You have a great sense of humor. To see this from a Stoic point of view, Socrates believed that what we say and do has the power to change our relationships and our own inner happiness. Any joke that hurts someone's feelings, even if it's meant to be funny, goes against the Stoic principle of respect and kindness. So does making fun of others, insulting them, and being mean to them. Faults are types of humor that make people dislike you and feel bad. People may not trust these kinds of jokes and may feel uncomfortable or defensive. Magnetic people, on the other hand, use humor to connect and lift others up. Their humor is positive and includes everyone. It can be about making fun of things in a kind way, teasing each other in a playful way, or just sharing a laugh over something funny. If someone spills a drink at a party, instead of making a joke that targets that person, you could say something light-hearted and inclusive like, "Looks like the party's really getting going now." This way you can make fun of the situation without making anyone feel bad. A lookout. Being aware of other people's feelings and keeping your own integrity are important when using humor wisely. Being in the present time and choosing to spread good vibes are important. An attractive person knows that making others laugh in a thoughtful and polite way can help them form strong bonds that last. To create a welcoming space, work on your sense of humor that shows what you believe in and shows respect for the people around you. By doing this, you'll not only become more charismatic, but you'll also show the Stoic ideals of wisdom, courage, and kindness in the way you interact with others every day. Number 4. People with good looks and a lot of education often have a growth mindset, which means they are always trying to learn and get better. Their desire to know isn't just about academic subjects or professional skills. It's also about getting to know other people better. They are genuinely interested in the details, strategies, and histories that affect others. For example, at a book club meeting, you might meet someone who starts talking about a classic book. Instead of just giving their opinion, they go into historical context, talk about the author's life, and find ways that the themes of the book apply to problems in the present. They might talk about how the character's challenges are similar to current social movements or compare it to recent political events. With this much depth and connection, it's clear that they know a lot about writing and how it applies to our world today. But that's not all. They learn about the people they talk to every day, like remembering what kind of books you like and suggesting something you'd enjoy. They might also ask how your current reading project is going, which shows genuine interest in your intellectual pursuit. They might even remember that you said you wanted to write a novel and offer to share some resources or put you in touch with a local writers group. People feel valued and understood when they get this much care and personal involvement, which is very attractive. Stoicism shows us how important it is to understand ourselves and the world around us. When we are educated and well-versed, we live by the Stoic principle of seeing wisdom. We don't just learn things for the sake of learning them. We use what we learn to make ourselves and our interactions with others better. This never-ending learning and real interest in other people makes us more interesting and appealing. If someone has read a lot about other cultures, they can ask thoughtful questions and show respect for another person's experiences and traditions when they meet them. This not only makes the conversation more meaningful, but it also builds a strong connection in real life. Being knowledgeable means keeping an open mind and a desire to learn. Learn to read and watch videos, listen to other people, and keep up with the news. Take what you've learned and use it to make your life and relationships better. 5. Be yourself. Find someone who is not only informed, but also very interesting and draws people to them. Being real is one of the most important things that makes a person attractive. It's hard to really capture someone's attention when you're acting like someone you're not. It's also tiring and can't last, which is why attractive people never put on a show. They are honest with everyone they talk to, and it shows in their actions and feelings. When you meet someone who seems interested, excited, or even a little angry, that's because that's how they really feel. They don't try to hide their feelings or put on a front. Sincerity like this is refreshing and builds trust. For example, if someone is actively listening and interested, you can tell they are genuinely interested, which makes you feel valued and respected. On the other hand, if someone is pretending to be interested, it can feel forced and fake, which can be off-putting. Putting it simply, magnetic people are always honest about who they are. They don't have any secret plans or goals. What you see is what you get. This level of openness not only makes communication easier, but it also helps people connect with each other more deeply. People naturally like and trust people who are honest and real. When you're honest, you make it safe for others to be themselves too. Stoic philosophy stresses how important it is to live in line with your beliefs and true self. Stoics believe that inner peace comes from being true to yourself and not giving in to outside opinions or pressures. If you follow this principle, you become more grounded and centered, which in turn makes you more attractive to others. Your honesty sets an example for others to follow, encouraging them to also live honestly. For example, if you're at a social gathering and you're being yourself by sharing your true thoughts, interests, and emotions, you'll naturally attract people who like you for who you are. This kind of connection is much deeper and lasts longer than any relationship based on pretense. To be magnetic, embrace your uniqueness and don't be afraid to show your true colors, even if it means being vulnerable at times. Being true to yourself not only improves your own health, but it also has a positive effect on those around you. By being true to yourself, you encourage others to do the same, which creates a chain reaction of genuine connections and mutual respect. Number 6. Talk to speaking clearly about yourself is one of the most strong skills a magnetic person can have. When you need to support a friend, motivate a league, or share your feelings, you need to know exactly what to say and how your tone can change everything. Being clear-headed helps you connect deeply with others. For example, when a friend is having a hard time, you could offer specific advice instead of giving general advice. People who are truly attractive listen carefully and then speak with understanding and accuracy. They might say, "I know you're feeling overwhelmed right now. It's okay to feel this way, and I'm here to help you get through it." This answer shows that you understand and gives comfort, making the friend feel heard and valued. You don't have to love public speaking or be perfect at what you do to be eloquent. Many people who have speech problems or social anxiety have very attractive personalities. Their struggles often make them more relatable and approachable. For example, think about someone who stutters but uses their pauses to carefully choose their words. Their vulnerability and authenticity draw people in, making their message even more powerful. Even though he was a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, Marcus Aurelius was known for his thoughtful and measured words. He once said, "Realize this, and you will find strength." His ability to explain complicated ideas in simple but profound ways still strikes a chord with people today. A magnetic person knows they don't have to be perfect. They know that their flaws and how they deal with them make them more human and approachable. By expressing their thoughts and feelings clearly and honestly, they build stronger, deeper relationships with those around them. In the end, being articulate isn't just about speaking well. It's about getting your message across with clarity and empathy, making others feel known and appreciated. It's about using your voice to make people feel better and connect with them. By following this Stoic concept, you can become more influential and magnetic in the people you meet. Number 7. Thinking for yourself. Let's talk about the idea of free thinking and how it can make you very attractive. This trait makes people creative and open-minded, which is a big part of why they're attractive. When you can see things from different points of view, you can approach problems with a new perspective, which makes you a great problem solver. Being able to see things in new ways not only helps you find solutions, it also lets you work well with others. You are on a group that is trying to come up with a new business plan. Others might stick to tried and true methods, but because you're open to new ideas, you come up with a brilliant social media campaign that ends up being a huge hit. This not only shows how creative you are, but also how valuable you are to the team. Free thinkers don't worry about whether or not their ideas will be censored or accepted. They know that every idea has value and that it's important to share them without worrying about what other people will think. This way of thinking fits in nicely with Stoic ideas. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. By embracing this, free thinkers avoid self-criticism and instead acknowledge and appreciate the input of others. For instance, in a brainstorming session, a free thinker might encourage everyone to share their thoughts openly. They listen without judgment and value, each contribution fostering a collaborative and supportive environment. This not only makes others feel valued, but also enhances your own attractiveness, as people are naturally drawn to those who are inclusive and open-minded. Incorporating free thinking into your daily life means practicing openness and creativity while embracing Stoic principles of focusing on what you can control. By doing so, you'll not only become a more attractive and magnetic person, but also a valuable team player and an inspiring individual who others look up to. Number 8. Remain curious. Imagine this. You're sitting alone with someone who has a truly magnetic personality. Suddenly you feel like the most interesting person in the world. And no, it's not because they're faking interest or trying to manipulate you. It's because they have a natural curiosity about life and the people around them. This genuine curiosity makes them truly attractive and charismatic. When someone is curious, they show a deep interest in your experiences, passions, and knowledge. They ask questions, not just to make conversation, but because they truly want to know more about you. This genuine interest is a key trait of an attractive personality. It's not enough to be nice or make small talk. You really want to understand and learn from other people. If someone at a party asks you about your recent trip, they don't just nod and wait for their turn to talk. They ask detailed questions about where you went, what you did, and how you felt about it. They remember the little things you say, like the name of the tiny coffee shop where you had the best coffee or the beautiful sunset you watched on the beach. Socrates says that this much attention makes you feel important and heard. Stoics believe that we should learn from everyone we meet and understand the world around us. This fits with the idea that we should be open to new information and experiences and look at the world with a sense of wonder and a desire to grow. So how can you develop this kind of curiosity? First, Be present in the talks you're having. Listen carefully and ask good questions. Show real interest in the lives of those around you. When you meet someone new, don't think about what you're going to say next. Instead, pay attention to what they're saying and ask them about their life. Another powerful part of being curious is remembering details. When you show that you remember what someone told you, it shows that you genuinely care. For example, if a friend tells you about an upcoming project at work, ask them how it went later. This small act of remembering and showing interest can strengthen your connections and make you more attractive. Being curious can make you more attractive and charismatic. When you genuinely interest in other people, you not only make them feel important, but you also gain new insights and experiences that can make your own life better. In line with Stoic ideas, which say that we can learn something useful from everyone we meet, accept your interest and see how it changes your relationships and draws people to you. Number 9. Show empathy through meaningful links. How well you get along with other people is often a good indicator of how beautiful you are. Empathy is one of the most attractive qualities in a person. Empathy means truly understanding and sharing another person's feelings. It's no surprise that we are drawn to compassionate and understanding people. Imagine you're having a hard time, you had a bad day at work and nothing seems to be going right now. Imagine a friend who sits with you, listens to your frustrations without interrupting, and genuinely cares about what you're going through. This friend doesn't just hear your words, they feel your emotions and validate your experience. They might say something like, "I know this is hard for you because it sounds like a lot of work. It's okay to be upset about it." This simple act of understanding can make a world of difference, providing comfort and relief. Empathetic people are incredibly generous with their time and emotional energy. They are the kind of friends you want around both in moments of distress and times of celebration when something wonderful happens in your life. They are just as thrilled as you are, sharing in your joy and excitement. This emotional generosity makes them ideal companions because you know they are genuinely invested in your well-being. Suppose you've achieved a significant milestone, like a promotion at work or accomplishing a personal goal. An empathetic friend will celebrate with you. Wholeheartedly, they'll say things like, "I'm so proud of you, you've worked so hard for this, and you deserve every bit of this success." Their genuine happiness for you amplifies your own joy, making the moment even more special. People with a strong sense of empathy are also exceptional listeners. They listen not just with their ears, but with their hearts. This kind of hearing is very rare and very helpful. When you talk to them, you feel heard and understood, which is very reassuring. They can give you advice and comfort in a way that doesn't feel judgmental or harsh. To become more understanding and magnetic, practice putting yourself in others' shoes when they talk about their feelings. Try to see things from their point of view and validate their emotions. For example, if a friend is feeling stressed out about their responsibilities, you could say, "It sounds like you have a lot on your plate right now. It's understandable to feel stressed with so much going on." By taking on this Stoic approach of empathy and understanding, you not only become more attractive to others, but you also build deeper, more meaningful relationships with them. Remember that understanding means being there for others, being yourself, and making a place where they feel valued and supported. 10. Be an inspiration. It's probably not a surprise that attractive people are also inspiring. It's not just about how they look, it's about the energy and positivity they give off. When you live by Stoic principles, you become a beacon of strength and resilience that naturally draws people to you. For example, Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, believed in leading by example by showing courage and staying calm in the face of adversity. You can take this approach to become motivational to others. For example, if a friend is having a hard time, Instead of just giving them words of support, you could share your own experiences of getting through tough times by staying focused and calm. By living by these qualities, you become a living example of the strength that Stoicism provides. You show others how to have good thoughts and actions. Your deeds, not just your words, show that you mean what you say, and people can tell because of how you deal with stress, setbacks, and success with the same grace and level head. This consistency makes you attractive. People are drawn to people who stay calm and steady no matter what life throws at them. You offer support, motivation, and encouragement to anyone who needs it. If a co-worker is feeling stressed by a project, you don't just tell them you can do it. You sit down with them and help them break the tasks down into steps they can handle. You also talk about how you would approach the project with a calm and logical mind. This real help, along with your unwavering belief in their potential, can be very inspiring. It's important that you never force someone to do something they don't want to. You know that not everyone is ready to accept change or face their problems head-on, and that's okay. Your patience and respect for their journey make you even more attractive. People who are charming think that everyone has good in them and can do better. You're there for them when they need you, giving them advice and support without pushing. Believe it or not, when you really see the promise in others, they start to see it in themselves. It's like a ripple effect. Your positive outlook and toughness motivate others to find their inner strength and do better. In conclusion, if you are inspiring and follow Stoic principles, you will not only become a source of inspiration, but also a magnet for people looking for strength and direction. You are a calm, helpful, and positive person who always believes in the best in others, which makes you a desirable and important person in their lives. Sincere and honest lying is like poison. It can destroy trust and end a relationship faster than anything else. People who are charismatic and ethic know this very well and avoid lies and deceit like the plague, because they know that trust and sincerity are the building blocks of all strong relationships, whether they're with friends, family, or a partner. Imagine you're building a house. Every lie you tell is like taking a brick out of the foundation. Eventually the house falls down. In the same way, lying can slowly break down even the strongest bonds. That's why really attractive people are always honest and sincere, no matter how long or deep the relationship is. They are open about their intentions, values, and beliefs from the start. For example, if your partner asks you if something is bothering you, an honest and sincere person won't hide the truth, even if it means having an awkward conversation. They know that honesty can hurt, but it's necessary pain that leads to growth and understanding. For example, if they're unhappy with how much time they're spending together, they'll say so in a polite way instead of bottling it up or lying to avoid conflict. Being honest doesn't mean you have to say everything you think or feel. It's not about putting your heart on display. Instead, it means being real when you do say something. If someone asks you what's on your mind, tell them the truth, even if it's not pretty. Being honest shows that you have strength of character and respect for them. It also says, "I trust you enough to be real with you," which is a very attractive trait. If a friend asks for your opinion on a project they're working on, be honest and kind. This will not only help your friend, but also strengthen your relationship with them. For example, you could say, "I think you did a great job on this part, but maybe you could improve this section a bit more." From a Stoic point of view, your honesty shows that you care enough to be honest, which leads to a deeper relationship. Being honest and sincere is a part of having a virtue-filled life. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, stressed the importance of honesty and integrity. He thought that being honest showed what kind of person you are and was an important part of living a good life. By being honest, you not only strengthen relationships, but you also develop inner peace and respect. To sum it up, being genuine and truthful draws people to you because it builds trust and encourages real relationships. It makes you look good because it shows that you respect yourself and others. Being honest in your relationships will make people naturally drawn to your sincerity and authenticity. Number 12. Kind and charming. Picture yourself in a room full of people who are all going through different things. To really be magnetic, you need to care about other people's well-being. This means more than just being polite. You need to genuinely care about the people around you, whether it's a co-worker who seems stressed or a family member who is going through a hard time. Your thoughtful behavior can have a profound impact. Think about this. Are you making a positive difference in the lives of others? When was the last time you saw someone struggling and took a moment to offer a kind word or a helping hand? That small act of kindness can make someone's day and make you stand out as someone who genuinely cares. Stoicism teaches us how important it is to care about others. A truly considerate person who follows Stoic principles tries to make a nurturing environment wherever they go. They know that a toxic atmosphere is bad for everyone and are dedicated to promoting positivity and support. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It just means admitting when you've messed up and taking responsibility. For example, if you accidentally hurt a friend's feelings, instead of ignoring it or getting defensive, you admit it and say sorry. Being humble and willing to make amends shows that you value the people in your life. By embodying these traits, you become not only considerate, but also charismatic. Your actions speak louder than words, and people are naturally drawn to someone who constantly shows empathy, compassion, and honesty. They see you as a source of strength and happiness, someone they can count on. Have faith in your path to becoming more kind and charming. Remember the Stoic principle of treating others with kindness and respect, no matter what they do. Your constant effort to support and uplift those around you makes you a beacon of light in any environment, attracting people who appreciate and share your values. So, strive to be the person who makes a positive impact, who turns toxic environments into nurturing ones, and who never hesitates to apologize and make amends when necessary. If you do this, you will find that people are naturally drawn to you because they see the genuine care and thoughtfulness you bring into their lives. As we wrap up our discussion on the traits that make people very magnetic, let's go over the things we've talked about today. Stoic wisdom gives you the ability to be curious and funny. These aren't just random traits. They can change the way you deal with the world and earn you real admiration and respect. Some people are naturally attractive, but that doesn't mean you are. The way you make people feel is important. You need to show confidence without needing outside approval, choosing to be positive even when things are hard, and using humor that lifts instead of lowers people. We also talk about how important it is to be well-versed in keeping your originality, expressing your thoughts clearly, and accepting free thinking, all of which contribute to a well-rounded and interesting personality. We also talked about how being genuinely interested in other people, deeply understanding and sensitive, and consistently motivated can make you more magnetic. Allure, being sincere, kind, and charismatic are all qualities that come from living an authentic life and following Stoic principles, which say that everyday life should be based on wisdom, courage, and justice. Remember that the journey to becoming more magnetic is ongoing and deeply personal. There's more to it than just getting people to notice you. It's also about making relationships that last. If today's topic made you think, or if you've seen these traits in other people or yourself, please leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay up to date on our latest content. which is full of useful and inspiring life lessons. Until next time, keep living, learning, and growing in ways that bring out your best and most attractive self. Thank you for being here today.